What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. Woo! I finally got home. What a game that was. So, I had a lot of time to think about this on the car ride home. And, we talked a little bit. The family, I had a great time. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your time at least. But we were laughing. We got the family together, and it's like, they had to remind us, this is the Eagles, baby. They always want to make sure that you're this close to having a heart attack. So, we talked about this team. We should be able to go in and beat the living hell out of them, right? Oh, yeah. You heard it all week. Oh, the trap game, this, that, the other day. Look, this is the NFL. We talk about it each and every week. You never know, and especially when a team is at the bottom of the barrel, do not sleep on them. So it was a really weird game. Chuba Hubbard was able to come out, run the ball. They were able to dink and dunk a little, got some easy calls, some good calls, some shit calls. There was definitely – it was weird. Like, the offense couldn't get things going. I really just kept saying, run the ball, man. I don't know why we're messing around. You see Saquon Barkley go out. We start running the ball. You break the NFL – well, you're about to break the NFL record. You broke the Eagles' single-season record, broke Shady McCoy's record, and then he breaks Wilbert Montgomery's record in the same game here with the most 100 yards in a season. He has 9 right now, and there are 4 games left to be played. Now, don't know that he'll have to play all 4 of those. Hopefully we lock something up and we get that number 1 seed. We'll see. Regardless, I was happy for a win. Let's put it that way. So, look, a win is a win in the NFL, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, the passing game struggled a little bit. I'm not going to follow the media. I know what they're about to do all week. Should the season's over? You're there. Call 610. I don't follow that stuff. So I'm going to get ready on Victory Monday. We're going to talk about what we saw, the snap counts, all that stuff. We'll break down what they need to do to improve this week. And this next week, we play the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's going to be a much tougher opponent, but a team we should be able to beat. And look, I'll say that to you every week because I think this is the best team in the NFL. And I've stuck with my guns here. And I promise you, this team is the best in the NFL. And they had some issues today, had some injuries today in the secondary. It's unfortunate, and you don't want a team to be almost beating you at the end there. I really was just like, these motherfuckers, like, dude, don't do this to me. Not today. We need this win. We're just going to put good juju out there. And I did all game. I was getting pissed, but I was like, nope, they're not doing it to me. We're going to win this game. Regardless of how ugly it is, I won't accept it. So, hope you sickos enjoyed. And I know you're still with me. You're going to see the media. You're going to see the casual fans, the bandwagon fans. They're off. They're done. Season's over. I knew it. I hate everyone. It's wild to me. I was blessed enough to be with family. I didn't have to pay attention or see any of that stuff. So, best of luck to you out there watching any of those post games or anything like that. I'm sure it is doom and gloom. But for me, you never want to see your team lose. So it's scary when it gets close. But for me, I'm happy. We got to win. So let's effing go. And, a team that almost beat the Chiefs as well. So you just see, yeah. And look, we talked about it at the end of the game. I'm like, do not let this dude escape the pocket. You practice against this, right? Every damn then this kid is nowhere near Jalen Hurts, but he has that ability. So, yeah, we talked about this. This team was hot, but no reason we shouldn't be able to beat them, and we did. So, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, you got it done. Sure, it was sloppy. You got to clean things up, but each week you learn more about yourself and you improve and you get better. That's the NFL, and we're far better than what anyone's given us credit for. And now they all just jumped on board. So it's like, they don't know how to act because they've been ready to quit on this team for days. So they're ready already. You know what I mean? Like, I knew it. Everybody sucks. It's like, dude, don't do that to yourself. Don't follow the media because that's what they live off of. That's how they get people to engage. That's fine. The Eagles, what they need to do is go into practice, learn from their mistakes, and continue to get better, which they have done. So all I can ask for from these coaches, and that's all I'm going to ask this week. So tomorrow we'll have Victory Monday. We'll celebrate. Tuesday we'll have Behind Enemy Lines. We'll get to know everything about the Steelers, and we'll do this like we do every damn week. We'll get pumped up, excited for the team, and we're going to keep climbing that mountain, man. 11-2. We are 4 games away from me hitting that prediction of 15-2. let's effing go. But no. They just had some injuries and had some mistakes. That's just how football works, man. Don't listen to the media. It's all over. They don't know. Oh, the team fell apart. That's some of the dumbest stuff I've ever heard when they say that. So it'll be fine. And I'm perfectly ready. And I think they're going to be ready for this Steelers team. I'm fine with where this team is at. I promise you. The season is far from over. Yeah, you never won 3 and outs. That's for sure. Respect the Panthers. Yeah, they did. And you've seen, if you watch football, you've seen the Panthers have been putting up a fight last few weeks. They've been getting better and better. And we were talking about that today before the game. Like, don't even let this team. And they sure as hell did. They almost got the Chiefs. And they almost got us. So, look, man, it's football. I don't know. A lot of people, if they've never watched, never played before, and they don't understand this is the NFL. Like, there's going to be competitive games. And I know a lot of people don't like that. You should win every game by 50. That's just not how it works. And as an Eagles fan, joking with my family, I'm used to it by now, man. Almost 40 years on this earth. And I'm telling you, if you think this is bad, you've been very lucky because 11-2 is really good. It's actually really good being one of the best teams in the NFL. So I'm excited about it. And I'm going to hope that this team learns from those mistakes. And we're going to talk about them all day tomorrow. I'll break down that snap count, the things I saw, did not like, this, that, the other thing. And hell, we can talk about it right now. Just, tomorrow is more of a breakdown of the game where today is just kind of reactionary. So, look, but Hurts made his mistakes today, but like our offensive line, I just thought they were getting pressure. It was weird. Like a team that, really isn't that great. They didn't have Clowney. It was, hey, man, they came to effing play today, and you got to tip your hat to the Carolina Panthers. So they made things difficult for Jalen Hurts, and, you didn't have Goddard, but Calcaterra stepped in and did all right. So it's just one of those games where the team came to play, and they were there neck and neck the whole time, and that's okay. That stuff does happen. But these are things like we can clean up easily, and we can next week look completely different. So just remember that today is not the team. Like, go back to beating the Ravens the week before. Like, just remember, this is the NFL. This is how it works. The Panthers have been balling lately, and they showed that today, that they have a bright future, and good for them. But they lost the game. So to me, that's what matters. And yeah, Chris, it's coming. I literally, I can always, feel it before the game's even over. Like, oh, sweet God. But I do enjoy that, actually, because I don't like the bandwagon fans. I don't like all the fair weather fans and the media, tooting our horn too much. I like being the underdog. It's just weird for me that they trash us all year and then they jump on board, and they're quick. They are quick. Season's over. I'm sure all the content creators you're listening to, everybody sucked. That's fine, man. That's just not for me. And yeah, we talked about that this week. We talked about it today. You just heard me say that 5 minutes ago. So yeah, I just that's just how things work, and it's okay. We should have beat the crap out of them. We didn't. Nothing you can do about it. So you learn from it. You grow from it. It's fine. I promise you. You got the win. That's what matters. And oh yeah, they'll twist everything. They'll do everything they can to bring negativity. They hate the Eagles with all their hearts, and I know a lot of you guys love that stuff. I don't ever, say this to upset you. That shit sucks. Like, I can't ever listen to a radio station or read any of that. I couldn't do it, man. And I thank you guys that, spend your time doing that, because I would never know. And you guys tell me, but it's like, and I see, because you guys are always retweeting and sharing their stuff and always showing that stuff. And I'm always just like, who the fuck? Like, I don't know how these people get these jobs. But, yeah, I guess they're good at, just rage baiting people, getting everyone upset. So I guess they're good at what they're supposed to do. But I'm more into the football stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know about that. He had an all right game there. Yeah, they sure do, man. They've been playing really well. So good for them. Good for them. But what matters to me is right there, 11-2. So I know, remember, you're crazy. Eagles 15-2, winning the Super Bowl. What are you smoking? Well, it's probably I'm smoking the same exact thing I was when I tried to tell you about Howie or Hurts or Sirianni or Cooper DeJean or Quinyon Mitchell or Saquon Barkley. We could just keep going with that. But I'm just going from a sense of where doing the work, knowing this team and understanding this team. And that's why I've stayed confident in this team all year and laughed at every media, every content creator, all wearing their funeral, making their videos, trashing Eagles. I just stood here laughing. I promise you they'll be the biggest fans. And this may show their true colors again, this kind of game. That's fine, man. They don't understand how football works, and that's okay, man. As long as the Eagles do, we're good, dude. Yeah, and hey, look, yeah, they definitely don't like to score points in the first quarter, but I love that they win. That's 9 straight, baby. I know the haters are gonna be so pissed this week, and it's awesome, man. Yep, you hear me say it every week, man. You definitely don't. This is how football works. It's any given Sunday. Literally, I'll say it to you every week because I mean it, and it's just how it works. I don't know how else to explain it to people, but it's football, man. Anything can happen. Yep. You heard me right. They came to play. No doubt. Yeah, he had some and then he had some great plays, and then he had that pass breakup at the end there, so it was awesome. But, you have your struggles. You'll have games where you don't do well, and look, J.C. Horn's no slouch, so it is what it is. And CJ looked great, had some nice hits. He definitely looked awesome today. There were definite parts where I was like, would you see Avante going in? But Avante had some good plays, so I was like, all right, dude. Braden Mann was shining. He looked great. Jalen Carter is a beast, so love that. Zach Bond is incredible. But he definitely had some mistakes in this game. And again, that's perfectly fine. It's the NFL. That does happen. So you just hope that you learn all those mistakes before you get to the playoffs. So be happy that it happens now. Be happy that you win the game and you still get to take those things and you learn from them throughout the week. So you got to take those things. We got to grow, get better, and then Pittsburgh Steelers. And then you got all those divisional matchups, the Commanders, Giants, and Cowboys, all that great stuff. And then you got the playoffs. So you find yourself, and we already, and I continue to say this each week, we're still not even there, dude. You've got a new offensive coordinator that each week it's something different, and the defensive coordinator, the same thing. You are game planning against these teams, and you're trying to find what you're good at against certain teams. Maybe you're not good at this. You know what I mean? So that's the fun. It's like chess. And that's why we break it down every week. I like to do that stuff because it's really fun to see these matchups and how they, go against each other and what they're good at, what they're not good at. And, that's what these guys are practicing each week. So we got to do, and we talk about this, we dictate these games, right? So we should be able to be the best team every game. So today you really pushed it, but you were the better team, and that's what matters. So, and that's what I mean. You get some bullshit calls. You get some. It was one of those, and I don't know if you heard me at the beginning of the video, Chris, but I was talking about this. It's just one of those weird games. They were getting the right calls. They were getting the right stupid third down plays, doing stupid shit, and we would do stupid shit on third down. We were just what the. And it's frustrating when you're watching the game. You're like, come on, you motherfucker. Trust me, I'm losing it. But it's like, all right, this is okay. Next drive, let's go. And, at the end of the game, it's like, look, man, that's just how this works. And we got to realize that it just didn't bounce our way today a lot of times. And good teams find ways to win bad games. I say that all the time because, yeah, you might have had your issues. You might have shot yourself in the foot a lot, and you don't want to see that. But you found a way to win. And that's what matters. At the end, the defense stepped up right there. You need those things, and you grow from those things. So that's what we got to hope for. So Avante, yeah. There were some really nice plays from a lot of guys that aren't going to show up on the stat sheet. Like Avante getting down in the ball within the one. Great punt from Braden Mann that I just was mentioning there. And you talk about Jalix Hunt coming on. This is the things I love to see, his just motor. And this is why I wanted him in this draft when no one knew who he was. And it's like, how do you not know who this is? This kid, a converted safety into I just thought his skill set was perfect for what we're trying to do here. And I think he's going to continue to grow. So you love to see that, man. And you just got to, the kid's developing. We talked about this. He's been thrown in the fire. So don't, you're going to hear people whining about, we didn't do this. Or that. Look, man, these young kids, they're going to turn it on right at the right time in the playoffs. And people can sleep all they want. Keep sleeping. I do not mind. And the officials are always against us. It is just, it's disgusting. You saw the face mask, right? The refs literally, he's looking at him right in his face, dude. Right there, the refs missed it. No, he didn't. He fucking ignored it because he's getting paid, bro. Playing his day. And Mark Sanchez, don't even get, you know what? I don't know how we haven't touched on this yet. Mark Sanchez, you hating ass bitch. Let me tell you something, dude. I am sorry that you failed as an NFL player. Do not hold that against the Philadelphia Eagles. They gave you a chance, dude, for you to sit there and be such a little hater, dude. It was unbearable. And I grew up watching Chris Collinsworth, dude, and you were truly one of the worst announcers I've ever heard in my life. And the whole time I was sitting there like, listen, this dude giving free HJs all game to the Panthers. And I was like, dude, you can tell he's rooting for him. And at one point, if you guys heard him, he's like, we got to get the first down here if we're going to. And I'm like, what? Wait, we? When the fuck? You're a Panther, dog. Oh, okay. You just want to root against the Eagles because you're a little bitch. And oh my, like he just kept saying we. And it was like, oh, all right, dude. So not only did we beat the Panthers, but we beat the refs and we beat the announcers. So go F yourselves and go Birds. Yeah, man. All things that this team, has at times done, but you see they can clean it up and you see those kind of things happen. And hey, that's all right, man. This is football. So pumped up. Yeah, we really are D game. Yeah, I'll show you. Defense played great. Held them to 16 points. And yeah, you don't want Jake Elliott missing field goals. That's not something you want. Yeah, they definitely they came to play and cap off to them, but we got the win, and that's where I'm at. Someone has to do something about these freaking calls. Well, I wish they could, but they get paid a lot of money to cheat against the Eagles, and we all saw that when they cheated to help the Chiefs beat us in the Super Bowl. So that's just it's media, so it's not really a sport. They're allowed to cheat, so that's what they do, man, and. You just got to be able to beat the team and the refs and just not give them the opportunity to. But they try to, change the momentum of games. They try to stop the Eagles as much as they can. So that's when you notice them calling those phantom calls. That's how they are able to fix games like that. So they try, really, really try. But the Eagles just got to keep playing their A game. So, and yeah, it's really weird that, Jake has been sucking ass, but you've seen it from Justin Tucker and so many other kickers. So hey, it is what it is. Oh yeah, they give them the game, man. They really do. And it's sad to see, but hey, what are we gonna do? After 38 years on this earth, I'm telling you, it's always been this way for Eagles fans. It's what they do. They hate us, man. They really do. They do. He is, and I usually can't stand him, but like today, it was like I don't know me. I got a lot going on emotionally, and I was just like, man, I would punch this dude directly in the face if I were there. I just couldn't. I'm just kidding. It was a joke. Oh, I know. Everybody get offended and report. Yeah, whatever. But dude, it was unbearable at this game. Yeah, and look, it's if you're looking at the stats, 22-16, but it's like look at the fact that you held them to 16, right? And you think. All the opportunities they had to score and the things when they did stop them in certain spots, you grow from that. You learn from it. And I think we'll be just fine. I promise you. Listen to Marilyn, Mike. Yeah, you can't ever go wrong there. My uncle Jimmy, whose house I was at, always has it on the radio. He's been doing that since I was born. He'll have the game on in the house and then out in the garage is the radio, dude. So, it was great getting to spend time with my Uncle Jimmy today. You want to talk about a mother effing dude, a real Eagles fan, dude. Why my insanity is the way it is. I talk about my grandfather, my dad, my brother so much, but my Uncle Jimmy, man, his nickname in Vietnam was Mad Dog. I just want to give you an idea. Straight from the streets of Philadelphia, this dude, Germantown, born and raised, is a bad mother effer, and he's a great mother. He's an awesome dude, like he is. He's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And so, you hear stories like people calling him Mad Dog back in the day. You're like, Uncle Jimmy, he's the funniest dude I've ever met. Love that man, but a true diehard. And at one point, we were like failing. Let me just give you an example. And the girls were like talking about something. I don't know, something with houses or something like that, dude. And he's like, all right. See what's happening here in the game? He's like, it's because you're talking about the dumb stuff. He's like, we need to focus on the game here. I was like, you see, honey, where I get this from? Do you understand it now? Don't be putting that bad juju out there. But, dude, it was awesome getting to spend time. My cousin Ryan was there, my Aunt Des. It was awesome. It was really nice getting to spend time with everybody, and we're trying to do it again next week. So, unfortunately, had a death in the family. And unfortunately, a lot of times, it takes stuff like that to really remind you and make sure that you're spending time with those people that matter. And, my dad and my Uncle Jim were thick as thieves, man. So my Uncle Jimmy's always been there. I love that man. with all my heart, and it was awesome. Last time, it was week 14, and I was sitting there watching a game with him. It was when we won the Super Bowl. So I told him tonight, let's go. We're winning the Super Bowl here, and he's with it, dude. And that man, it was awesome just to see him. I know his health is declining a little, but that man still has every ounce of fight in him. When it comes to the Eagles, like I'm telling you, you have never met somebody so effing passionate, and that's where I get it from, man. Like I realize watching them, I'm like, oh my God, like this is why I'm so crazy. You guys did this to me, but I love it, man. I truly love it. He made meatballs, he made the sausage, he had it all. He made sure, man, we were at the right rolls, everything, dude. He knows what he's doing, man. I'm a lucky man. So it was a good game regardless. But we were like, dude, they had to do this to us, right? Had to give us the heart attack game, remind us of the good times. How many times we've had those games? You sickos know what I'm talking about. That's what the Eagles do to us. My man, Drew, let's effing go, man. Appreciate you tuning in, brother. It's nice seeing you. Had a good day. We definitely we're not enjoying the fact that we couldn't just relax and like enjoy company because we're just pissed off and yelling at the TV. But it was nice, man. It was. I remember saying that at one point. It's like, for as much as people hate Blankenship, like I think they see like he's actually pretty good. And I saw Channing Crowder or somebody was sitting there talking trash about him the other day. It's like, I wish these people would watch football, maybe learn something. I used to play 20 years ago, defensive lineman, fourth string, but I know everything about the fucking quarterback position, and I know how to play wide receiver. No, you don't. Shut the fuck. I hear you guys, and I assure you, you're idiots. I don't care if you were a backup scrub dick quarterback on some shitty team like Dan Orlovsky or Chase Daniel. You're dick bags. You're idiots, and I've heard you. You don't know what you're watching. You think because, this is how this worked 20 years ago, this is how it works today. You don't know how to analyze the game as a whole. You're not a coach. You're not a GM. You're not an analyst. You don't know how to see the whole field. You see it singularly from where you played, and you think you understand other things, and you show your ass every time you talk. I body bagged the shit out of all of those media people, all the Eagles content creators, when they sat here for years talking shit about my dude, Jalen Hurts, and I made them look like assholes. They went out, they made hats, they made T-shirts that Hurts season, I love Hurts. They all love him now. But let me tell you, when they weren't, I showed that they are complete morons. And I promise you, they're going to show their asses this week, and that's fine because I promise you they'll be right back when we whoop the Steelers' ass. So, and yes, I'm all about Merrill and Quick, and that's about as far as I go on the radio. The rest is complete garbage. I cannot stand any of that stuff. We're right behind them. So we just got to keep winning, as we are 9 in a row now, and then they got to lose a game. If not, well, then we'll sit there at the second seed, and we'll see them in the NFC Championship, and we'll beat their ass regardless of what seed we're in, whatever house we're in. It's our house because we take over wherever we are. So, well, welcome. And, yes, a big shout-out to that man, a true gem. I'm not going to lie to you. He's the man. He really is, and it was really cool getting to spend some time with him. And hopefully going to do that again next week and watch us beat the shit out of the Steelers. And his daughter is married to a Steelers fan. So I was like, why don't you tell him to come on over? He's like, there ain't no way he's stepping in this house, dude. And I don't blame him. Don't blame him. I have to watch it. But I do enjoy listening to Merrill and Mike. I can do both. Just mute them, but I like how he has it set up where you get a little taste of both there. You can be completely annoyed by the people on the TV, and then you get a nice little when you hit the radio. But let's effing go, Joe. Man, appreciate you, dude. And yes, exactly. And yeah, that a true Eagles game had to give us the old heart attack. They're great at that. They're idiots. They sit here, they try to talk trash about the Eagles. And I don't know if you guys see me under all their stuff. I always, like, when I see you guys retweeting it or saying something, I comment on that stuff. And I'm always just like, oh, here I come. And they never answer anymore. People get so offended by me because they know I'm going to body bag them. Like, you remember, they all went out of their way to tell me how dumb I was about Jalen Hurts. And now they're all the biggest Jalen Hurts fans. They're photos of him. They've got, shirts and hats they're making of him. And it's like, I tried to warn you, dude. But I'm never trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just trying to teach football because we live in a world where misinformation is God, and these people love it. So about 99% of content creators, media, it's all dumb shit. It's nothing about football, and I don't get it. It's weird, so that's why I created this in the first place anyway. And that's why we, talk football in these parts and let them just be weird. So, yeah, Bob, you heard me say it a couple minutes ago. Good teams find ways to win bad games. It's just the way it is, man. So let them hate. I'll continue to educate. Yeah, and look, Jose, that like I've been saying the whole video, you use these things. This is how the NFL works. You're going to have bad games. It's what do you do with those games? Do you learn from them? Do you get down on yourself? We just got to be happy that our team is nothing like most of our fans. Like, they're not going to just quit on the season because they had a bad game. Everybody sucks. Trade everyone. Trade Goddard. Fire everyone. That's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I just like rooting for my team, man, and I want to see them win the Super Bowl. So that's where I'm going to stay. That's where I'm really at. I still am going to stick with my preseason prediction of 15-2. Eagles winning the Super Bowl. You're either with me or you ain't, baby. But promise you, I'm going to the top. It's up to you if you want to come with. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get rolling out. Got some things to do. I want to enjoy a little bit of life here for a second before I go to bed and then wake up at 5 a.m. And damn it, we're right back to work. This weekend, just a lot going on. So, but just want you to know I love each and every one of you. And I appreciate you tuning in. You have any final thoughts? Got a couple of minutes here with me. Hit me with it. Let me know. I hear Chelsea home. I love you. Go. Oh, you hear? That's right. Go Birds. So she's home. I'm going to go spend some time with that beautiful lady. Dom just went to a friend's house. But yeah, I wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know, go effing Birds. But look, whether you're feeling good, feeling bad, let me know how you're feeling. Steelers game is next week. It's going to be a tough one. I can't wait to see it. And we're going to talk about it on Tuesday. But tomorrow, we're going to be back for victory. Monday, the 11th of the year. Whoo, I could get used to it, and I'll get used to it once we hit that 15th one and then all the rest of them as we go through the playoffs and win that Super Bowl. But I hope to see you then after I get off work tomorrow, whenever that may be. We will talk about the snap count. We'll talk about the PFF grades, all that stuff you guys want to know about this game. We'll break it down as a game, and then on Tuesday, we'll go behind enemy lines, and we'll get to know everything you need to know about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we'll break it down throughout the week. You'll get the injury report on Wednesday, know what's going on with both teams. Thursday, you'll get the top matchups with an updated injury report. Friday, the game status report, who's out, who's questionable. And then Saturday, you get the practice squad elevations. You'll be up to date on everything you need to know for this game if you tune in here every single day. And I appreciate those of you who do. If you got anything from this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Share this bad boy. Subscribe and join the family of sickos. And you guys are truly sickos. Thank you all for all the love you've been sharing, the condolences, all that stuff. I've seen them. I'm trying to get back to all of you. I love you guys. You are truly family. I was just talking to my uncle about it. He's like, I got to start tuning in more. I don't know how to. I was like, you don't have to comment. You don't have to anything, man. Just the fact that you're watching, I love it. But Uncle Jimmy, if you do watch this, just know that I love you more than anything, dude. And I look forward to watching those games with you. Can't wait to watch next week with you. This Birds team, we're going to the top, just like we talked about here today. But look, guys, I tell you this, but I want you to know that I mean it. I really, really mean it. If you're going through anything, you need a friend, you feel alone in the world, you've lost someone, whatever it may be, I don't care. Please don't ever feel what time it is, whenever it is. Just know that I care so much about you guys and want to be here for you. No matter what is going on, I am here for you. Do not hesitate to reach out. We all go through stuff, and please reach out to the ones you love. If you haven't talked to someone in years, make today the time you go out and talk to them. Do not be in a position where you feel like, I should have done this, should have done that. Don't. I hate doing that to myself. So, look, I love you guys. Not trying to preach to you. Just want you to know I am here for you. I love you. I really do. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great Monday, a great week coming up. So, look. Let's have it go Birds. That's all. What matters is a win. So, yeah, hey, it's the NFL. It's crazy how the NFL works. But, yeah, for the many years it's been around, that is how it do. So I hope you get that rest, Scotch's mom. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope you relax, whatever you need to do. I'm going to go spend some time, try to enjoy a little bit of this weekend, and then I'm going to rock, and I'm proud of them too. Finding ways to win games like this, it's awesome. And I can't wait for everyone to jump off ship and come right back next week. We'll be here waiting for you. We sickos are right here riding with our Birds. But, again, you need anything, reach out. Seriously, love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love you've been sending. Thank you for taking the time tonight. If you're watching this later, I'd love to hear from you. Doc, I see you were learning a little bit about football today. Hey, man, if you want to know about how that stuff each week we break down, tune in. I have daily shows here. We break down how it works. Football, man, it's a crazy sport. Love every moment of it. Love that the Eagles are 11-2, shutting all the haters down. Truly, truly beautiful. Can't wait for everyone to jump on board before we go win this Super Bowl. Thank you, Tiffany. Really appreciate that. And I love you guys. I do. So have yourselves a great rest of your Sunday. I hope to see you live tomorrow for Victory Monday. Back again, baby, for round 11. Let's effing go. But I love you guys. And until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith. And this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!